Good morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, we're sitting down here at the end of Monkhouse Road, but right now, and we're fixing to show you the Gulf. We just had some 40 mile an hour, we're at about 49 mile an hour sustained winds with some gusts of 50, and I actually think where I was at, it was a little over 50. But right now we're looking, and you need to look at this website because it's a great website. It's called Tropical Tidbits. They have forecast models, they got great satellite imagery, and it's a great site. It's a site that I look at hourly this time of year when we're in storms and stuff. But it's a great site to follow what the storms are doing, and it's called tropicaltidbits.com. You can see it at the top of the screen there. This is a screenshot, or not a screenshot, a radar of what we're seeing right now. Now they're saying this thing's going to go in, Cameron, sort of like Laura, but I think we're seeing more wind right now than they thought we were going to see. And man, it's almost at one of those points, hold my beer, because it may be turning, but I think it's going to go closer to Sabine. I may be wrong, I'm not a weatherman, but I can tell you we've got winds and we've got surfing. We're fixing to show you exactly what it looks like down here. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by Latitude 29 Surf Shop. When you're looking for the ultimate Texas-sized surf shop on the upper Texas coast, stop by and see Sarah, Derek, and the crew up at Latitude 29 Surf Shop. They have it all. Surfboards, boogie boards, skateboards, backpacks, clothing, the largest selection of flip-flops on the upper Texas coast, and they always greet you with asking how you're doing. Look for the big yellow building in Crystal Beach, Texas on Highway 87, and you can find them online at latitude29surfshop.com. They're also a sponsor of the Surf Cam here at Bolivar Peninsula, Texas.com. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and we've got the windshield wipers going, but that surf is mean. I mean, it's all the way up to the dunes, washing into the dunes, what dunes we have left. And I'm going to go back to the radar, but I noticed when I left the office a while ago, I had to go in and do payroll and get my butt chewed out by Kathy for something I did that I don't remember probably. But anyway, she's a great girl and really does a great job up there. So if you need anything or need any information, she's there from 10 to 4 at the Tourism Center Monday through Friday. You can email her or you can call her off our website, and all the information is on BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. But we're down here, and I noticed the wind, and I pulled up my wind app, and it showed 40 mile an hour sustained winds, 38 to 40 mile an hour sustained winds, with some gust up to 50 mile an hour. And so I got on the webcams because they're all up again, and you can see what it looks like here on the Gulf Coast. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that you can see where we're at. We're right sitting at the entrance to the beach here at Monkhouse, and there's the entrance. We're actually back past the first row of houses. If you know, there's two houses here on the left, but I saw someone get out of the truck in a rain suit and walk down, and they were taking video. And I've got a storm chasing gear, but let me tell you, I think you need chest protection on this one. I've got brain protection, but I didn't get any flak jackets or anything yet for chest protection. But there you can see what the Gulf looks like. It's roaring and it's mean right now, and it's pissed. And so let's look at the radar real quick so you can see what it looks like again. Let me get back to it here. There you can see the radar, and this thing's ginning. You can see the dark colored, the red, the yellow, and if you can see my cursor on the screen right there, that's where Bolivar is. And this thing looks like it's sort of heavy on the west side, looking at the radar there. And like I said, I'm not a meteorologist, but I can tell you that's what we're up against right now. And it's just now really starting to hit us. This morning we were out on Highway 87 before sunrise, and then after I waited around till the sun came up and gave you a view of that, and we're going to get down there a little bit later. But this is what the Gulf looks like right now on our typically a 27 miles beachfront paradise here on the upper Texas coast. And this isn't over yet. We've got until late this afternoon when it finally makes landfall, probably 5 o'clock, I would think, 4 or 5 o'clock. I don't know what I hadn't even looked at the updates here lately because I was in the office, but if you can see my cursor moving right there, that's Bolivar Peninsula. You can see it right before it's covered up with the dark colors, but that's Bolivar Peninsula, and it's looking like the eye is somewhere maybe around here. Maybe it might have just jogged a little bit right here, but you can see where the storm is. This is where we are, and so we've got some weather coming our way. If you're down here, please stay at home, don't get out. A lot of the businesses are closed. I talked to Keith earlier, and they probably going to end up closing the big store a little bit early, or typically earlier than normal, so that the employees can get home safely. And if we find out anything, we'll let you know. Last I heard, the ferry was still running, and so you can get across that, but I can tell you, you better take some seasickness because it's liable to be an ugly ride across. TxDOT was down keeping the roads clean. I want to thank TxDOT. I want to thank Judge Mark Henry for, I know he plays instrumental in making sure that road is clean for Galveston County. Daryl Atfeld, TxDOT, and the crews that are out there working in this mess. They've got front end loaders, they've got sweepers out there, but they're having to work in these kind of conditions, and so I want to thank them for everything they're doing. And we'll go back and look at the surf real quick. There you can see what it looks like, and I'm going to zoom in so that you can get the full effects of it. It's mean out there. It's turning and it's pissed. And so don't even think about going on the beach. Stay at home if you can. We've got a coastal flood advisory now. In fact, some water just came in. So some of the lower areas, I just went down to Stingery. They had a little bit of water in the parking lot, but really not like they did in Beta yet. Hopefully it doesn't get to that condition. And we're gonna back up because there's another, looks like a news crew or something coming down here. And so I'm gonna back up a little bit so that they can get around me if they need to. But anyway, this is what it looks like on the upper Texas coast right now. The Gulf is churning. We've got water coming up, actually past the dunes now. So I'm sure what dunes are left are going to take a major hit on this, and I hate to see it because we had really built up a good dune system before this storm hit. Now it's churning. It's going to make landfall late this afternoon, probably 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock last I heard, and then it'll start shallowing out. Actually, tomorrow afternoon look like beautiful skies in paradise, and things were looking good. So anyway, just wanted to touch base with y'all. Remember, you can always look at our live webcams. They're up. AT&T got the internet fixed. At BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com, we've got 3 cams on the beachfront, 1 on the bay at Stingery Restaurant showing the bay. We've got 1 at Rollover Pass. I noticed water had come through where the dunes used to be. Beta took them out. We had some water come through there. I saw some seaweed that had washed in, fresh seaweed. And trash. 87 was getting debris on it, but TxDOT was down there cleaning it as it happened, making sure we had passage. The ferry was open at last check, but there's a good chance they may close down. I haven't got word, but when I do, I'll let y'all know. And just stay tuned, stay at home, say prayers for our people in Southeast Texas and Louisiana. We didn't need a storm this late. We're at record numbers 26, and I saw a new yellow X in the Atlantic. So most likely we're going to hit 27 and break a record on number of storms in 1 year, which really isn't a whole lot to brag about, especially if you're on the Gulf Coast. So anyway, let us know how Delta is affecting you. Hopefully the highways are cleared. I know last night they were backed up, I-10 westbounds. and this morning they were heavy. And so travel safe. Don't travel if you don't have to. Stay inside, and let's all say prayers for our friends in Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. This is another big hit for them in a 30, 45-day period since Laura, and something they didn't need. So anyway, we're going to head on out. Let us know where you're listening from. How's Delta affecting you? Say hi, say bye, give us a thumbs up, maybe an orange emoji smiley face, and we'll be back a little bit later live from here on Bolivar Peninsula with Hurricane Delta coverage. God bless, and bye-bye.